Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The other day, we talked about Alex Cole-Hamilton offering the SNP a way out of their budget dilemma. That is to say, that the Lib Dems would back them willingly over the budget vote in order to get it through. However, the price seems to be too high. Alex Cole-Hamilton and the Lib Dems demanded that not one penny be spent on independence, and the SNP rejected this. This means the budget is looking increasingly likely to fail. And that, of course, would be pretty bad news, I think, for a lot of people. Certainly for all the parties. They're not geared up for an early election. And so people all over Scotland should be worried about this budget failing. An early election would lead to chaos. That's the claim by Alex Cole-Hamilton. Unfortunately, and I've got to be brutally honest, I don't think the SNP will do particularly badly if there was an early election. At the moment, there is a lot of anti-Labour feeling, and Labour really are the big party of opposition. And with all the anti-Labour feeling, whilst the other parties would benefit from this, Lib Dems, Reform, the Conservatives, etc., I've a feeling that the big winner out of this would be the SNP. Now, I don't for 1 minute suggest that they're going to win the election. Not a chance. They're not going to get a massive victory. But I have a feeling they may still end up as the largest party. Even, as I say, though they are failing and falling in membership, losing money, not as popular as they were, they're just not as unpopular as Labour appear to be. So even though they're a dying party, they're holding on well. They're dying slower, put it that way. But these concerns have been raised, and Alex Cole-Hamilton has said about Swinney, saying it's a fag end of a failing SNP government. I think he's absolutely right. I don't think they're going to be able to pass the budget unless the Greens panic, I suppose, and push it through. But then the Greens are asking for some hell of a price. But I think even if they don't get their price, I think the Greens will still vote it through because they know they're one of the parties that will absolutely disappear. They will suffer greatly because a lot of the problems in Scotland have been laid at the Greens' door. And of course, Jeffrey's in court this week trying to defend against Biffa and about to lose Scotland £200 million from one decision. What a genius she is. But they are still, at the moment, the Lib Dems, in talks with the SNP. But it's a case of they'll have to move mountains to get a deal. And neither side is willing to budge. So it's effectively dead in the water. The problem is with the SNP, they are obsessed with one thing. It is their only thing. It's their very reason to exist. And so they cannot acquiesce to the request by the SNP. It will mean that they basically are giving up on independence. On the other hand, if they don't get this budget through, it's going to be bad news all round. The problem with the SNP, of course, is they haven't got much money. And a big sort of Holyrood election at this stage could break them. Wonderful, isn't it? Thanks a lot. Bye.